Is that all that we
No,
want in
there's
2026?
yeah. We got one more thing to talk about. Reflection.
One.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be short and sweet because I don't. I guess me personally, I don't know if I'm gonna like type up a whole Google Doc about it, but I'm again. I've said this on one of my previous streams since I've been trying to take advantage of that I am a tad bit iffy about sharing some of my personal experiences. That's why I kind of keep it down to friends. But for this one time only, I don't mind being open about stuff. So I guess I would go ahead and start. So, looking back on 2025, I'll be honest. Last year, I in 2024, I was like, I had zero expectations for 2025. My life is already kind of in a very rough spot at the end of last year. So I was like, we're just gonna roll with a fuck it, we ball mentality. That didn't really work out. This year's just been a very chaotic for me, for the most part, and just a lot of frustration between having to deal with family and having to deal with school. I've said before on my most recent streams that esports at Harrisburg University is in a dying state, and I feel like I'm the only one who wants to save it. What do I mean by this? Well, all three of the professors that made me feel welcome at this university's esports major, they've all moved on to different universities. I know where to find two of them at least. If I do end up moving to New Jersey, but it sucks because now it just feels like I don't know the other two female professors that are in the major that well. Yeah, and I know they're both great people. They're not bad people at all. And two, it just feels like it's more so a state of like esports being neglected at my university. And keep in mind, esports is the focus of my school. We don't have traditional sports. We have esports. And I know you guys are probably thinking, "Wow, your university is fucking stupid, Jasmine. Why would they do that?" It's because esports is still a relatively new major as a whole. That's for one, and for two, it was working fine. It's just that I think the biggest problem that my university is facing right now with esports is that there's a level of neglect from the higher ups that I want to get to the bottom of, because I've gone on to say to our assistant director of the HU Storm, saying I want to know what the fuck these people want from us, because the Storm is not going to rebuild if we don't know what the higher ups want to do, and because the Storm needs money. And one of the things that I was thinking about doing is that since I was the one that did the branding for our new local series, Cloudburst, I was just gonna take it upon myself to just throw together the merch, since people said the merch looked good when they tried putting stuff on it. And I'd be like, all right, most of the proceeds are going to go to the Storm, with like some of it going back to me as the person that made shit. But also, our what used to be called our esports club is just also in a pretty much dead state right now. I kid you not, I ran for president 3 times. I failed all 3 times to popularity contest president, who left halfway through my sophomore year. Guy that just a bunch of officers that were just pretty much lazy and on their asses, and also popularity picks. And then the president during my junior year also just did not take a conscious effort to fill in missing officer slots. And then this year, the current president doesn't even know the basics of fucking running an event, saying that, oh, it's not going to do any good if we advertise the event beforehand. So that's just the current state of esports at my university. I know you guys are all thinking, why are you so worried about this? I only have 4 months left in college, guys. And I wanted my senior year to be, exciting, productive. I will say I've only achieved the productive part of it, but it's not exciting. It's actually kind of depressing. And it's also kind of depressing that I feel like I'm the only one that wants to do something about esports at my university, knowing good and well it's the lifeblood of my university, and that the current higher ups aren't taking advantage of that. So between that, still trying to, deal with my grandfather being gone, as he was the person that um funded a lot of my college, and just trying to deal with the chaos at home. That's just been the sum of my 2025. So looking on to 2026, it's all about staying alive, like unironically, like the BG song. I'm. It's pretty much I gotta keep my head down, keep going forward. I get through these last 4 months of school. I gotta get out of this house. I gotta focus on me. And that's essentially what 2026 is gonna be. And then, it's also not even just school that make me feel that way. There have been times where I'm sitting here running the feast and the hunt, and then eventually Pup Cup every week. Like, what am I still running Rivals One tournaments for? If I even try to make a conscious effort to continue to, keep Rivals One alive, is this current community even going to give a shit? I know there's people that do appreciate the work that I've done, but these aren't the so-called popular. These aren't often like the so-called popular people in the community. Is it really going to be worth keep continuing to run Rivals One? And there was even like a time it was like I'm just ready to full on quit everything from running Rivals, and I had no idea if I was going to come back or not. But I'm proud to say that I'm going to use these next 4 months as like a dictator, as like a dictation of, do I keep pushing forward or do I take a break from myself? So I think that if all goes well with the Feast and Pup Cup coming back this January, I want to see to it that Dust Wolves or Wolfpack at least goes through its 5th year of being around, do stuff for that, and then take a break. If stuff doesn't go well in these next 4 months, I'll probably just take a break after I graduate, focus on, having an offline event that is essentially going to be my graduation party that I had to start planning. And then, move on, focus on myself. Overall, that was my 2025. I still kind of have the same mentality of I don't really have many expectations for 2026. I have no resolutions. It's just fuck it, we ball again. But it's a fuck it, we ball more geared towards I need to focus on myself. All right, who would like to go next? I know I took ages with that one.
I don't know who I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna top that. All right, Tekk or Shadow, you want to go?
Back, you're going.
God damn.
Damn, bro! Wow, singling out the Italian.
Dude, 2025 was like, it was pretty badass for me, like in terms of like monetary shit, because I like this year I busted my ass making ads. There's a fucking lot of them. Not as much as some of these other people that are out there just
35 in
cranking
one day.
out ads. Yeah, 35 in one day is crazy. I don't do that. I can't. I physically fucking can't.
I don't think that other person did it well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like,
that's the conclusion that we came to. Me and one of my friends that were just kind of bitching about just the ads program, but in terms of like work, I'm glad I've done what I've done, and I set a goal for how much I wanted to make for the year, and I got it. And I'm setting the goal next year. I'm setting it higher, and I'm hoping it's a little bit more ambitious, but I'm hoping I crush that for 2026. But in terms of like other shit that I wanted to do, I didn't get to do everything. I did get to travel this year. That was super dope. I got to travel with some friends for a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament and travel around just the state in general, which was dope. I went to Texas, and then I went to Florida this year, which was nice, and just got to spend more time with homies. Because I have this terrible habit, and I do it a lot, where I'll get locked in too hard and then I'll lose track of time and then like I don't see people for like 2 months. And then I'm like, yeah, it's only been like a week or so. And they're like, dude, it's been like fucking 2 months. Where have you been? And I'm like, yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. So I'm still trying to get better at that. But like when I lock in, I just try and lock the fuck in. My dad's health's gotten a lot better. So that's cool. 2024 was a complete shit show for me. I worked my ass off work wise, but I also had to take care of my dad for like 8 months straight, essentially, just because he had like open heart surgery and everything. So he's doing a lot better now. There's still a couple things that are like pretty shaky, but whenever I talk to him, the main point when we talk and we just lay everything down is like we take the small victories and we run with it, because it's just he's getting older. Some shit happened. He had to have the open heart surgery, and there wasn't really complications, but in terms of like just how his life is, we fixed a lot of shit, which was dope. And at the beginning of the year, I had to help after I ended up coming home. I had to help take care of my grandma because she fucked her knee up. So like I had to help. I'm the fucking family nurse. So, a lot of times shit gets hectic, man. I played ambulance for a week or two. I had to bring my dad to the hospital, his girl to the hospital, his cats I had to bring to the vet. Vet bills are fucking insane. Me and my girl have a bunch of animals, and yeah, I know it comes with the territory, but sometimes it gets a little out of hand. And some of them got sick and some shit, and we made it past some of the scary shit that was like we're really worried about. We're not out of the woods, but we're just hoping and praying that the health of some of our animals improves. And one of them, he's getting older now, so we're just kind of prepping ourselves. But in terms of just like overall, I'd say 2025 was pretty dope, and 2026 I just want to work more, but more efficiently. I have a pretty decent flow right now, and it's good, and I get what I get done, and I'm like, all right, cool, we got that flow going, but I want to get it more efficiently so I can turn around and have time. But I do want to make regular content again. I do miss making regular content. I streamed a small handful of times this year, which I was like, all right, I said I wanted to do it and I did it, but I want to stream regularly. And I use the term loosely. Once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm feeling lucky.
No, once every
like
2 weeks.
Once every 2, yeah. But like once a week, maybe twice, and then like a regular YouTube video maybe every like month. Something that's like fairly well edited. This doesn't like include like YouTube shorts, but I want to make regular content again. I miss it a lot. Notice that does not mean Rivals 2 content. That's just I might make some every now and again.
Wow.
But I'm not. It's not gonna be fully dead. I
just didn't think you were gonna make any Rivals 2 content at all.
Yeah, like I got other shit I wanna do that have just been like on the fucking back burner.
I thought you were gonna do any at all.
But that do my regular job for ad revenue type shit, and then I want to get involved in a couple other like TikTok programs that I'm in or that I qualify for. I haven't fully applied yet, but that's the main shit. It's just work, travel. I've already got like shit set up for next year. Like I'm going to a concert in the beginning of no, it's in the middle of like February, and I'm gonna be riding in a parade in February as well with my dad. We do it every year, so looking forward to that. And that's a crazy day. I've told y'all about that shit, but that's like I get up at 6:45 and then I don't stop until like 10:30, 11 at night because you're constantly running and walking and standing and throwing and all that other shit. So yeah, throw it up and try not to throw up. So Mardi Gras on the way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just more content, work, hang out with homies, and hopefully travel again. I know I'm at least traveling at least once a year every year, because like now we kind of made it like a tradition to go to Florida every year for like family vacation. So we've figured that out. But I would like to go to maybe a Rivals event just to go, as long as some homies are going over there. Sorry, Outkast. But like
damn, bro. Yeah, I can't.
But
I can't because Oh
Yep.
wait, no, that's the palest part of me. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
that or
go.
more like Yu-Gi-Oh events. I want to go to a Weiss. It's another card game. I want to go to a Weiss event at some point in my life. That'd be dope. So yeah, all the viewers are like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" But yeah, Outkast. Yeah,
All
Go.
right. For me, 2025 was pretty dope. Battle of BC was dope, and I want to go to more events. The other Canadian event, less so dope. But anyways, it's more so for me for this year. Like work has just declining. Holy fucking shit! I want a new job
God,
site.
you gotta get out of there.
I need
Yeah.
a new job site, but I need this upward swing of jobs just like in the hall to ramp up. But that's neither here or there. We'll see. We'll push through. But I'm more so excited for the content shit I got planned. Hopefully this time I get at least 1,000 subs. Like that's the goal. But the milestone though is like 500 for me, at the very least. I'm already like over halfway there, because like I think I like started at like 130. It's a big jump, but it's like not like the crazy jump. But I locked myself into like the fucking topics I'm like in. So yeah, beggars cannot be choosers. So I will take it. What else? I want to travel to more events. You know, I that's what I would say if shit down south wasn't going crazy and they don't go ballistic over this. They don't go ballistic over this or me with a Canadian passport, cuz fucking apparently that doesn't fucking matter anymore. Um but I'm hoping that next year or next season like has more Canadian events. Fuck, dude. I probably feel more safer traveling to Mexico than in the US. That's like it's gone to that point. What? What's so funny, Mr. Tech Balls?
Nothing, man. I want shit to calm down too, bro. I just want shit to calm down.
No. No, it's not gonna
It's just
happen.
it's too extreme, and not in the Hardy Boys way.
Oh my god.
It's not extreme sports over here, bro.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, no. Overall, 2025 has like been a solid year for me. Like, I'm hoping to keep the same momentum going into 2026. But yeah. Shadow, you wanna go next? You've had a big year.
I have definitely had a
That's why we
year
saved you for last.
I've definitely had a year of both major ups and major downs. But let's talk about the good stuff first.
No, to get the bad
fine.
news out of the way, bro. Because look, this is gonna be the last thing for 2025 Wavelength.
Okay, I do want to talk about the major good thing and then some other minor good things. So I'll do the major good thing and then the bad thing. So the major good thing, finally going to my first major, courtesy of
Hey.
second Outkast. Thanks again, you two.
Yay.
Yeah.
I finally got to show off for once. Had a blast.
You know we're probably gonna do that shit again, right?
More
Oh
than
my
likely.
god, that'd be crazy.
No,
Look, listen,
the
fingers crossed that
For, like,
DreamHack
the
Atlanta has
clo-
rivals again.
for like
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
the closest major to you.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Wait,
Or
Without a
actually no,
question.
MomoCon might have rivals too. Again.
Mobicon might have it. Yeah. Well, I'll have to see. But I guess on the note of the locations, yeah, I'm kind of no longer in Florida. Just a lot of just things happening. Hard to keep up with the rent and stuff. Which, funny enough, I'll just talk about the job. The job side's not going up, but like same problem here. It's not, if not worse. But at least I can actually say that I'm making money now. So that's a plus, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was really only the bad thing, and then hopefully I can just keep going forward. I have a lot of things I'm procrastinating on that I really want to go into. Maybe now that I'm like in a more settled position, I might actually be able to go into it. We'll have to see. I'm gonna try though. That's. I'm not even like concerned about 2025. 2025 was just like an amazing year overall,
Mm-hmm.
but 2026 I want to do better.
That's
I
all
think
we
that's
really
just what it
can.
is. I want to do better.
That's all we really can ask for from all of us, like for just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like setting goals for like achievable shit is like
Yeah.
probably the best course of action. None of this like, you know, broad so like, oh, I just want to be a better person. Like, you know, it's just something that not to say that that's bad to try and be a better person. I'm just saying like something
1%
that's like
better. 1% better
nitty
every day.
gritty fucking yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, 1% better every day.
Yeah, like I went and I forgot that I had written this down, but like 2026, I have a list of games that like I do want to play and finish. Just because I get so far behind, I'm like, I ain't got time for fucking games, dude. Like, the fuck, like I barely play anything besides fucking Rivals for some reason. But like, but you know, just even something as small as like just finishing a fucking game or starting and then finishing the game for like next year, like that. That's just a bunch of mini shit that I had along the way as I wrote down throughout the year.